How you doing, guys? Dr. Chris here, and I'm fulfilling a special request from one of my push-up guys. Group of guys, we bang out 50 push-ups in the morning. Sometimes it doesn't happen in the morning, but that's the idea, the motivation and the accountability between all of us, that we get 50 push-ups done, we text each other. It's a group chat, and keeps us accountable that we're getting it done every day of the week. So, he asked me if I had any go-to stretches. So, just started this channel, just started this YouTube channel, figured I'd throw my video. And these are my top 4, my go-to stretches, absolutely love. So, here we go. This is for you, Vinny. First one. We've been doing all these push-ups, right? Now push-ups, and some of us have been doing pull-ups. So, what muscles do they work? They work the pec muscles the most, and pull-ups, lat muscle, pec muscle. What do all those muscles have in common? They are all shoulder internal rotators. So as the shoulder, let me get a little closer. As the shoulder rotates internally, it rounds the shoulder internally. And then we end up in this posture if we're not careful about doing the opposite muscle group, the external rotators. So this first stretch is perfect for the push-up guys to really get that chest opened up and the shoulders rotated externally, opening that chest up, okay? So here we go. Grab a bar of any kind. I've got a dowel right here, and ideally, which I used to be able to do, we're going to do this shoulder width. But right now I'm going to start a little bit wider than shoulder width. And I like to do this one kneeling, because in standing we can really arch a lot, and it takes away from the chest focus of this stretch. So it's for the shoulders, and the shoulders are a ball and socket joint. So what does that mean? It's like this. It should be able to move all the way around. It's got the most mobility of any one of our joints. It's a very mobile joint. So, though this motion looks normal, this motion to some people starts to look a little abnormal. Then when you do that, people are like, what? But that's what your shoulder joint is meant to do. All the way around, ball and socket. Now I like this in kneeling, and I'm sitting on my heels here because I can't arch back like that very easily in this position. So it's really, right here is where you get the most pec and arm. And you want to, from here you can see how my arms rotate externally. So they're going here and they're rotating externally. Okay, opening that shoulder up to rotate all the way back. And then driving it back up. Okay, so that's the first one. And again, you're kind of rotating both arms this way. But what happens when the bar, when your hand is holding the bar and it can't rotate? It has to come from the shoulder only. So your shoulder rotates out and you're able to get all the way around. Okay? So that's my first one for you guys. Move closer and closer, and the harder then it gets. As you get going, and now I can do it a little bit more now that I've done a few. So, there you go. That's my first one, and probably one of my favorite for sure of these 4. But I gave you my top 4. That's 1. Number 2, pretzel. Okay, so you're going on your side. Bring the top leg, bring it up nice and high towards your face, at least above your hip. Okay, hold it with the bottom hand. Bottom leg, hold with your top hand. Okay, preferably grab right by the ankle. Okay, you can grab the foot or the toe if you can't get far enough, but preferably right by the ankle here. You can use a pillow for the head, so it keeps it a little bit more neutral here. Grab a hold and do 5 breath cycles for each side. That's how I like to do it. Breath cycle is going to be in and out. So inhale in through the nose into the stomach. Nice and big, and then on the exhale, nice easy exhale. And rotate away towards your bottom hand right here. Inhale. exhale. Now on the release, on the inhale rather, don't uncoil. Make sure you go as far as you can on the exhale, release just a little bit on the inhale, and then go even further on every exhale. Go a little further. Inhale. Exhale a little further that time. Good, so now I'm going to show you a slightly different angle as I go on the other side. This leg, you want to make sure it's lined up with your spine. And then this knee up nice and far. So this leg, you're going to get a stretch in the front of your thigh. This side, you might feel a stretch through the buttock and down into the leg there. So start there, pull the foot up nice and far to your butt, and then you can go even a little bit further if you want, and sometimes switch the grip this way and really stretch that quad out. And then inhale and exhale that shoulder back and down. Make sure this knee stays down on the floor. Okay, there you go. So that's the pretzel. 5 breath cycles each side. Okay, so then we got downward dog with one leg kicking back. So downward dog position is going to be push-up position. Okay, then you're going to walk your feet up with your knees staying straight. Don't bend them. Keep your knees straight. Good. Once you feel a little bit of a stretch, then you're going to really push your chest towards your feet. Okay, so arms stay straight. Push, don't sink into them. Push away from the ground. Okay, and kind of tuck that butt up. Okay, and then push the chest towards your feet. That's step number 1. Then step number 2 is going to keep that leg totally straight. Let me move up a little bit for you guys. Good. Keep that leg straight and kick it back. Okay? And make sure you're not rotating up like this. You want to keep the hips square to the floor. The chest pushing down towards the hips. And the leg kicking straight back. Okay? And then switch. Drop that foot down and drive the other leg straight up. Okay, you should really feel this one on the stance leg all the way down, especially if you're driving that heel into the ground. As you drive that heel into the ground, you're really going to stretch that whole posterior chain on this side. Okay? Not to mention it also helps to open up those hips, because then on this next one we're really going to open up the hips. So there's your downward dog with the kickback. And then a simple goblet squat with motion, all kinds of motion. So goblet squat, we're going to get into a squat. Goblet because your hands are kind of in right here. Then the elbows are going to pry the knees open. So you're going to keep your feet as they are, but you're going to pry your knees open. Focus on keeping the heels down. Then you can do all kinds of movement. You can rock back and forth. You can kind of get one knee in. Okay? You can get nice trunk opening up towards the ceiling. Okay? Each side. You can just kind of get some shoulder rolls, opening up that chest here. Get the palms open. Okay, rock. Little twist. Okay, and then just pry. Chest open. Pry the hips open. Get a little trunk rotation. That was my favorite. Then, if you want to grab that bar that you used before, you grab the bar too. You can come down into the squat, and then from here you can do some of these. Really working on that shoulder range of motion while you're in that squat. Okay? And there, let me show you from the side. So from the side, you want to make sure coming down into the squat. Okay, your knees are prying open, keeping that chest up and that butt forward. You don't want to come back here. You want to try and really pry them open and let that chest come up. Keep the heels down. Okay, rotating up like so. Okay, rotating up. There you go. Those are my top 4 favorite go-to stretches. Really hits kind of the whole body. Give those a shot. Do them every day. Takes maybe an additional 5 minutes. A little stretch routine. Do them every day. Let me know how you feel. You're gonna feel awesome. That's for you guys. Push-up guys. Don't forget to subscribe down below for videos just like this. Hopefully even better. All right.